Hi Capricorn, I'm Anisha. You can write to me at tarotbyanisha@gmail.com. You can also visit my website www.tarotbyanisha.com, and this is your annual forecast for 2015. Capricornians, we're going to be looking at two major planets that are going to be largely affecting you this year, mainly Saturn and the lovely Jupiter. Of course, we have a solar eclipse as well mid-month, and there is some amount of action happening from Pluto in your work sector as well. Now, every 28 or 29 years, Saturn takes that much of time to complete one circle. And he comes and transits each particular part of a house, so he rests there for about 2.5 years. And Saturn lessons are some of the hardest lessons to learn. In fact, as per our Vedic astrology, or even by the common superstition that is there, that during a Saturn transit, that is when Saturn comes in transit in one of your houses, you should wear more black, you should go and donate oil, or you should be fasting, or various things, going to a specific temple and so on and so forth. Now the truth about Saturn is that he will cycle that particular house, and there is really no specific mitigation for a Saturnian cycle, so to speak. However, the best way to be handling a Saturn transit is to go along with the Saturn energies, to go along with the flow. And since Saturn is known as the taskmaster, all the lessons that need to be learned during those time in that particular house. So say for example, for you Capricornians, it was for you till 2014, for the last 2.5 years, it was resting in your personal goals, your aspirations, your desires. And now it is moving on to a very way behind the scenes, a very, I would say, quiet sector of your chart. And for the last 2.5 years now, Saturn has made you turned its critical eye on things, whether what it is that you want for yourself in your life, what are your really true goals and desires, what it is, what routes do you adapt to reach them. And Saturn is a highly moralistic planet as well. So for those of you who did not pay heed or went around about whether manipulation was used, or that you cheated, or there was some underhand tactic that was used during the last 2.5 years in that particular part, trying to get ahead or trying to do better, Saturn would have I wouldn't say punished you really, but then he would have made you work harder, or he would have made the lessons far more harder for you. Now, the Saturn mitigation also is that Saturn is an extremely practical planet. Now, unlike maybe a Mercury or a Uranian energy, which is very mental, it's very in the air, you get very, those planets, when they transit, there's a lot of conversations, a lot of discussions. But Saturn is, and you are ruled, Capricornians, you are ruled by Saturn, so you understand the practicality of it. So there is, in any case, I think a lot of characteristically, all Capricornians have that somberness, that seriousness about them. Although I do know a few Capricornians, who are really outwardly are really fun-loving and look the part also. But normally with a Capricornian rising, ascendant, and also if your moon happens to be in a Capricorn, you will be this person who has that air of very seriousness around him or her, and you don't take life very seriously, and you look at your responsibilities and the general outlook of life is quite somber. You're not this, of course, Capricornians do have their fun side as well, but you really need to know them well in order to be unearthing that fun side. So with Saturn coming now, and Saturn has been for the last 2.5 years, he has been teaching you these lessons which have to do with your groups of people, the kind of people that you associate with. And a lot of you would have found yourself, that you really don't have the patience to be having the, I think, any need or even an inclination to hang around with a group of people that is not serving a specific purpose that you require. So a lot of you would have let go of some friendships which you felt had done there a bit. And it is just, I would say, a clearing up. It's really a spring cleaning of your mental cupboard. So a lot of you, and I think it's also what I call as a psychic junk cleaning that would have happened for you for the last 2.5 years. And also for some of you, you would have had to work harder at say maybe networking, at getting to know people, and you could have found that area of your life very restrained and very limiting. So it would have been a challenge to get to know people or be a part of say maybe a similar group. If you are say a marketing person or you're an entrepreneur, trying to reach out and be among people of your kind could have been quite a challenge for the last 2.5 years. You could have also felt the sense of disdain for your personal circle or extended personal circle of friends, and thinking that, oh, I don't want to any longer to be a part of this, and this is not who I am, and I don't identify myself with this. So this would have happened for you for the last 2.5 years, and in the process, like I said, you would have let go of a lot of friendships, groups of people you hung around with otherwise, and that would have, if not left, that would have definitely got limited, and you would have restricted yourself to just being with a few people who really, whom you think matter and are important to you. Now, alternatively, you could have also met up with somebody with whom you could have developed a very serious friendship around this time, and this is the time also you could have also come across some of you who are associated with an NGO, with a charity, or even it could be a club, of like-minded people who are together. Maybe you could have got more involved, or that could have got expanded for you. Now, this entire last 2.5 years has been the weeding out process for you, Capricornians, wherein that you have socially weeded out literally people out of your life who have not, or they would have left, not just that you sort of throwing people out of your life, but you would have realized that for the last 2.5 years, your circle has just shrunk of friends. Not that you're complaining, but then that is how it is. Now, Saturn is moving to a very quiet part of your life. It's all behind the scenes. It's about spirituality. It's about charity. It is also about addiction. It is also a house of self-undoing. Now, now Saturn likes to be in this house. Saturn likes to be in this house because there is Saturn's lessons once learned stay with us for the entire life, and Saturn in any case has this lot of empathy with it, much as we don't like to believe when we think that, oh, we're forever getting punished with Saturn coming over there. Now Saturn in this part of this house is going to make you more serious about these things. So whether it has to do with charity, and if you are associated, or if you have been thinking about maybe devoting a time to a pet cause of yours, you will get more involved, or you will get seriously, you will start thinking about doing something about it. And Saturn is he's a practical planet, like I said, and he loves action. Now, during a Saturn transit, you can't be sitting and expecting things to work on their own, or even thinking that, oh, if I'm getting a beating from Saturn, I get to hear this a zillion times, that, oh, I have Saturn now transiting on my work sector or on my love life, so my relationship in any case is really bad and I can't do much about it, so let me, or you'll sit and you'll be cribbing with your friends and saying, God, I'm in such a horrible marriage, I'm married to such a horrible guy, or the guy could be cribbing and saying, oh God, I don't get paid enough, what a horrible job. Now, what Saturn likes is that he hates the blame game. And if you get into the thing of repeating it again and again and again, the lessons get to be more harder and harder, and more challenging situations keep cropping up. Saturn loves action. If you can take small little steps to correct or to improve, Saturn will reward you. So Saturn is like this big daddy planet who's sitting and watching you. Saturn energy, by the way, is a feminine energy. However, because of the harshness of the Saturn influence, we often call it as a daddy planet. But so Saturn is going to be sitting there and watching you, raising his critical eye and saying, okay, now how it is that you're going about doing this, and are you doing it right? And Saturn often comes and transits a part of your chart in a particular house where we've really sat and neglected our life in that particular area. And it is so that Saturn would have So for the last 2.5 years, it had to do with your groups of people, it had to do with your personal goals, your desires, your aspiration, how it is that socially you want to see. And I think a lot of superficiality about this entire, and unfortunately Capricornians do tend to equate people by their social standard at times. Money is extremely important to you, so you do tend to sort of, I wouldn't say like or dislike people, but yes, you do tend to equate people by the wealth that they have in their banks. That is somewhere subconsciously important to you. And with this transit coming in for the last 2.5 years, Saturn would have taken care of that. And now with Saturn entering this part of your chart that has to do with your spirituality and charity, small actions that you take, when any practical action that you take, Saturn will reward you. And Saturn typically, when he leaves our chart after 2.5 year transit, and Saturn will be there in this part of your chart till 2017. So if you make an effort and if you go with the flow, if you don't sit and fight those lessons, or if you don't sit and moan and whine and constantly keep complaining about your situation and saying, oh God, I'm so miserable, oh God, I'm dying, and what a bad relationship, or what a horrible place, then Saturn will just keep increasing those people around you, whether in the form of your boss, in the form of your parents, in the form of your friends. Somewhere, somehow you will find those challenges in your day-to-day life. And Saturn is simply there to make you accept things. It's all about embracing things which you really can't do much about, Capricornian. That's why the Saturn lessons are some of the hardest lessons to learn, and they stay with us for a lifetime, hopefully. And when we start taking small efforts, and they don't have to be these grand actions that if you're in a bad marriage, you run and you go and get the best divorce lawyer in town and say, there, I've taken an action and I've sorted my marriage. The idea is to accept, the idea is to be flexible, the idea is to work around it, find solutions, learn to handle people better, learn to make the best of your current situation where you are. And with Saturn, when you take these actions, Saturn recognizes them as you learning. So that's a big thing for Saturn, and he gets very happy and says, okay, and not just by the end of the transit, even along throughout the 2.5 years, Saturn indirectly supports you as well. So keep that in mind, and there is really no need to be fearing Saturn. Now in 2015 to 2017, Saturn is going to be there in a part of your chart that has to do with your contemplation, your meaning of your existence, and it has to do with your failures as well. And this is really going to be a time where you're going to be thinking about you're going to be discontent, or there's going to be some amount of confusion, and you're going to be generally thinking about which way your life is headed. So a lot of questions you're going to be asking yourself. And Saturn is really going to be, like I said, he's turning a critical eye into what it is that lies under the surface of this entire accomplishment or failure or your perception. And he's going to be getting to the substance. He's going to be cutting through all the superficiality, all the whining and crying that you have, and he's really going to be pulling out things and make you look at them as to what it is that really matters. And Saturn has that bit, that you really can't escape. When Saturn shows you things directly up in your face, it's very hard to miss those lessons or look at things the way that they are. So there could be a sort of a realization of sorts of what you have and what you don't have, what you have accomplished and where you have failed, or where you think that you could have failed. Now during this transit, you get to face your own demons. So if there have been some skeletons in your cupboard, or if there are issues that are there, maybe it's a childhood conditioning, maybe there's some scarring from a bad relationship, maybe it's it can be anything. It has to do with drugs, it can be like I said, addictions of various forms. It can be a superstition as well, that you need to be doing a particular thing at a particular time, and if you don't do it, something bad will happen to you. Or like I said, being in a bad relationship, but you're so addicted to that comfort of that bad relationship that you feel, you know, that it's quite manageable and it's quite all right. Now Saturn is going to be casting its critical eye on this sector and telling you that the things that you don't want to address, if there are certain addictions, if there are certain maybe habits that you are not able to break away or not able to let go, this is the time where you will be able to break away and you will be able to get away from these, or rather transform those addictions into something far more positive. Of course, the effort is required. You have to try and change yourself, because Saturn also, like I said, is about transformation. He wants you to change. He wants you to make that effort. Now, this is the house. This particular house is also known as the dumping yard of the mind or of the soul. And this is the house where we go and we junk everything that we don't want to deal with. So whether, there are hurts, there are issues from the past, there's some, issues from childhood, maybe at home, things which are so painful to deal with that you don't want to look at them, you go and you dump them in this part of the house and say, I don't want to deal with it right now because it hurts me too much, or it's too much for me to be dealing with right now. And Saturn is going to be bringing up those hurts, those fears and those addictions up right in front of your face and saying that, okay, now this is how it is, and this is how the junkyard has really grown to be really huge, and start clearing it now. So one by one you will have to confront your demons. You will have to start clearing out your psychic junk in this house, Capricornians. Now Saturn, though this entire process, like I said, it's a 2.5 year transit, the process can feel very lengthy and at times quite frustrating and painful, but that's a process that Saturn takes, and hence the lessons also last with us for a long time. And after this, after 2.5 years in 2017, when you finally enter the house of self, your own house, you're going to be this literally a new person, Capricornians. There is going to be not just I would say a sense of acceptance of your accomplishments and your failures, but I think you are going to be being very happy who you are. Till now, if there are some, whether you are discontent with either with yourself or with life, or with the way that you've gone around, or the way that life has treated you since you were small to whatever age that you are right now, by the time after 2017, when you enter this new house of self, you're going to be this really different, self-assured, content person who's going to be quite happy with himself or herself or what he or she has achieved. But of course, the Saturn lesson is application. You need to be working hard, and you need to be making those small efforts. Now for some good news. Jupiter, the planet of goodness, Jupiter, the planet of positivity, hope, faith, opportunities. He transits, takes about every 12 years to complete one cycle. And Jupiter transits about 1 year, and he spends about a year in each particular house. And he's going to be there in a part of your chart that has to do with day-to-day chores. It has to do with your diet, your health. So for a lot of you, even though it's I would say one of the boring houses, but Jupiter is all about expansion, is about grandeur, and he generally brings a lot of goodwill and fun with it. And in fact, I have friends who tell me, that I'm waiting for the Jupiter transit, when it comes into my love sector, that's the time I'm going to be taking my relationship into the next level, or when it's going to be coming in my work sector, I know that it's all going to get better, or I'll get a raise. Now, the truth about the Jupiter transit also is that if you don't avail of the opportunities that Jupiter gives, it is not going to be affecting you. So yes, it will come and expand. It will give you, literally, it's like, being at this really lovely dinner party, and you get served the most exotic dishes, and you turn your head and you say, oh, I'm on a diet and I don't want to have anything, and you miss out the opportunity to have maybe experience one of the most delicious experiences in your life. And maybe had you tried it, you would have known what it was, and you could have tried it again in life. But because you chose to say no, it went. So similarly, all good things come with an expiry date, and Jupiter started its transit in July 2014, and he's there till August 2015 in your day-to-day chores and your health and getting more organized. So make full use. It's like Jupiter is going to be, or rather has started opening these tiny windows for you. Now it's up to you to jump inside those windows, Capricornians, and open the big door. Jupiter is not going to be doing that for you. So you can't be sort of sitting back and saying, oh, now Jupiter has come, everything is going to get sorted, life will just get organized on its own. Some of you may realize that you have become better planned, better organized since July 2014, or you have become more conscious about your health. This also has to do with physically how you look. So you will be taking a lot of care of yourself, about your diet, about your exercise regimes, and you'll be very conscious of how it is that you look and how it is that you present yourself to the world at large. Now, benefits can also come through co-workers and through your friends during this time. So you can expect, of course, depending if you are networking, so you can expect maybe a lead, maybe some friends putting you in a good word for you, or your co-workers as well being supportive to you during this time. And any type of service that you may provide during this time will go well. This is also a time where you will be finding a lot of enjoyment in the mundaneness of the things. This even has to do with cleaning your cupboard, as simple as that. In the menial task, you'll find yourself de-stressing just by doing that. So there is a lot of focus on doing enjoying things that are very mundane, which are day to day, maybe just shopping, doing your groceries, or like I said, cleaning your cupboards. These are the things which are going to be giving you the small satisfaction as well. And work also tends to be, it gets easy for you. It's going to get, rather work will be available for you. It's not that, and because it's expanding your work sector, opportunities to go and avail of those opportunities. So there will be people who will be looking out for you, or who will be calling you and meeting you and offering you projects. Maybe currently where you work, your work will be doing well, and you will be able to expand your current work. Maybe it's an expanded portfolio that you get at your workplace, and you will be quite happy. It may not be something really spectacular, but you're going to be quite happy doing that as well. And there is going to be a lot of integrity and honesty as well that you're going to be bringing to your work around this time, Capricornians, and you will get rewarded for it. Health, like I said, is going to really prosper this entire year 2015 for you, and you're going to be looking your best, and a lot of you are going to be extremely careful about what you're eating, and your diet, your physical appearance. And however, for some of you, there could be an inclination to put on weight as well, because Jupiter again expands. So if you really have a sweet tooth, and if you're not taking much care about your health, you could end up gaining a few pounds this time as well. During this cycle, a lot of people also get a new pet. We'll have a quick look at your career now, Capricornians, for 2015. Now, Mars is going to be touring one of the most important sector. That is, he is starting the year in your money sector. And he's there from mid-Jan to mid-May to late June. And he's there in your career and life path till mid-November, and from mid-November to end of the year. And your Mars is, when Mars comes, he's going to be giving you that entire energy. So the sense of either feeling dejected or hopeless is just going to go, and you're just going to be really this person, not possessed, but you're going to be extremely driven. You're going to be more aggressive, more assertive. No, I have to go and get this, or I have to do this. It can be a new job, it can be a current place where you get more aggressive and you sort of start asserting yourself more. And you will be very determined to improve your financial situation. Capricornians, yes, we all know money is extremely important to you. So for you, each and everything will get equated with how much of a value it is, how much of a material value it is getting you, and how far you're getting in your goals. Unfortunately, the only catch over here is that Mercury is going retrograde, and he is going to be literally, he's going retrograde in all these sectors. So from mid-Jan to mid-Feb, he's there in your money sector. Mid-May to mid-June, he's there again in your work sector. Mid-September to early, he's there in your career sector and your life path. So you have to you can try and focus on your finances early on. In fact, now you should start your budgeting and start planning your finances and taxes and whatever investments need to get done, because as the year progresses, there could be, with the Mercury retrograde, there could be that you don't have enough information, or you can't really make wise investment decisions, or there will not be enough for you to be making sufficient, there will not be enough choices given to you from where that you can make a decision from. So make sure that all the financial investments, planning, etc. gets done in the first half of the year. This is a good year, Capricornians, as well, to be going back to your old job. So it's a good time maybe to be giving your old boss a call and saying, hey, what's up? But on a serious note, for those of you who were doing work previously, when you came here to your current role, it is something which you enjoyed, which gave you pleasure. Maybe that is what you can, go back to, look at going back and doing it. However, this also suggests that should some of you get new opportunities, maybe the old one is better. You need to be looking at your old employer, your old working place critically and analyzing it and taking a wise decision and a calculated decision. Looks like quite a year for you, Capricornians. A lot of focus on behind the scenes, a lot of shedding of the psychic junk for you this entire 2.5 years. And like I said, Jupiter of course is coming and expanding it all and making your day-to-day chores and your health and everything, it's just making it more beautiful, more easier for you to get into shape. So have a brilliant 2015. It's been lovely speaking with you, and I'll see you soon. Thank you so much for watching.